Hello and welcome to Irish Baroque Against the Clock. My name is Peter Whelan and today I'm talking about the Irish State Musick. The Irish State Musick was a band of musicians based at Dublin Castle in the 18th century. It comprised of between 6 and 12 instrumentalists, who may have looked like this, and a further 6 trumpeters and a kettle drum player, who may have looked like this. We know that the standard of playing was very high because Handel himself said so when he came to visit in 1741. As for the musicians, they are really excellent. How did these musicians get to be so good? In 1716, a music-loving nobleman called Philip Percival petitioned to become director of state music in Ireland so that he could have the power of controlling not only the castle music but also the state trumpets, thereby having the best possible 18th century sound system at his disposal. In order to train the local musicians to his exacting standards, Philip sought out some of the best composers of the day, trying to lure them to Dublin with the catchy title of Chief Composer and Master of His Majesty's Music attending the State in Ireland. These included composers you've probably never heard of, such as William Weiner, Johann Sigismund Kusser and Matthew de Bourg. One composer you probably have heard of, Francesco Gemignani, lived in Dublin at the time, but he turned the position down. Even though their names are not so well known today, they wrote some pretty spectacular music for the state musicians. Much of our information about the state music is only recently resurfaced. This is partly due to the digitization of library materials across the world, and also because of the bad things. State musicians were expected to play for the Lord Lieutenant on his arrival in Dublin, at castle entertainments such as balls, and for a regular Friday night soiree. They occasionally played at Christ Church Cathedral and Smock Alley Theatre too. They were partially paid in bottles of wine, a bottle each on ball nights. Just like now, the musicians weren't always that well behaved. A violinist called James Truelove was dismissed when he was caught strolling along Sandymount Strand without a bother on him after having called in sick to work. More information about the state music can be found in these great books by Samantha Owens and David Hunter.